TradingStrategy is a protocol for algorithmic trading of cryptocurrencies on decentralized exchanges. So we've been building this for about a year and a half now, roughly, and we are already doing live trading with the protocol in private mode with our own capital. So at the moment, you don't find any live strategies on our website, at the moment at least, and but that will change at some point soon. And so why did we start developing this kind of solution in the first place? So there are two co-founders of us. We are currently a team of 10, but me and my co-founder partner Mikko, we've been in the crypto market for quite some time. I have about 7 years experience, and Mikko has roughly 10 years experience in crypto markets. And what we have seen, especially in the recent years, that as things have moved more and more towards the decentralization and DeFi direction, we saw that there's a clear lack of professional quant finance tools and the market data that is available for traditional markets like and also centralized crypto markets through tools like TradingView or MetaTrader and likes. And but also we noticed that these passive liquidity mining opportunities that have been around recently, they start drying up as the markets are saturating and maturing. So people need to find more sustainable ways to generate profits and yield in general. And you may have also come across these kind of DeFi strategies that are providing you opportunities to get some profits of your crypto assets. But some challenges of these DeFi strategies that have been around is that they are purely smart contract based. So Solidity and EVM, they don't really offer much computational power for trade calculations that, for example, very sophisticated strategies would require. And overall, when it comes to the user experience in the DeFi markets, we saw that the user experience is quite poor still in many cases. It's still very early in this kind of a sector, and it's many times very difficult for investors and traders to access the opportunities that the decentralized markets offer. So we decided then to create this kind of world's first protocol for really sophisticated and active trading strategies in DeFi markets. And we want to emphasize the word sophisticated and active is just to differentiate from these purely smart contract-based solutions, which are typically more like a portfolio rebalancers. But in our case, we talk about very sophisticated and sometimes even complex strategies that you can operate. And the outcome that we wanted to create, it serves two different audiences. For example, here on one side, we have strategy developers. So we wanted to make sure that we are able to offer them an environment where they can do research easily, and they can build and backtest their trading algorithms without knowledge of blockchain technologies and smart contracts and so on. And you can backtest your strategies easily, and everything would come in a single package. Then on the other side, we have the traders and investors for whom we wanted to offer very kind of easy user experience, quite similar to yield farming, that you can go to a website where you can see a long list of strategies listed. You can open them and check their description, what are the assets that they are trading, in what exchanges, on what blockchains, and you can see all the profits and drawdowns and kind of see even every single transaction that the strategy has made. So having all this put together and enabling the traders then to just click and connect the wallet, deposit the money to a strategy, and that's it. Then the strategy is executing trading 24/7, and when you want to take your capital out, you just click the withdraw button, and then the money comes back to your wallet. So, and then when the strategies are generating profits, then there is a profit share opportunity for the strategy developer, but also, of course, the trader or the investor who has put their money there. And these are some of the highlights that we wanted to ensure that are in place in our solution. So the trading happens on behalf of investors based on trading signals and different kind of data coming from the market. So not just passive sort of farming type of solution, but also all trading happens directly on chain with no middleman. So this is a non-custodial solution, and it doesn't have similar kind of counterparty risks as some centralized solutions, especially in the light of the recent days FTX issues and many others that we have seen in the market. So we decided already early on that we want to make this this kind of non-custodial solution. And also, as I mentioned earlier, that for strategy developers, we wanted to provide an environment where they can develop their kind of bring their Python-based algorithms to DeFi markets easily. No need to understand the blockchain technologies or smart contracts, and utilize the Python toolkit and those components that they are many times familiar with already. But also early on, we realized that we need to create some new innovation for the solution. So when we assess that what kind of price oracles are available and like what are the capabilities of different this kind of on-chain environments, we noticed that the price oracles, they didn't really cover a big portfolio of assets, and we wanted to provide the broadest possible portfolio of trading pairs available for the quants and strategy developers. So we couldn't really use existing price oracles, so we decided to create our own one. But also we wanted to make sure that the oracles have all the resources and the capabilities to also kind of run very sophisticated strategies. So we decided to bring the oracles off-chain, but also keep them still decentralized, and to make sure that they are operating in a wonderful way, considering that our overall mission. So I can then show you a little bit more detailed view on how did we start creating the architecture and also the user flow. So here you can see that the flow that we have developed. So you have the market data, and then you can use different types of technical indicators. So there's been kind of lots of ready-made code available for that also through our documentation. So you can use them or create your own ones. And then when you have the Python-based algorithm ready and it has the decision-making logic, how to enter and exit the markets, then the execution happens in the decentralized exchanges and other DeFi protocols. And then having the capabilities to easily open positions, exit positions, and then also utilize the profits and the cash for further execution of the strategy. And then there is also opportunity to bring some additional optional components to your strategy kind of decision making and execution here using some other components. So that is possible as well. And at this point, I wanted to highlight that what are some of the core kind of Python-based frameworks and components that we have used in our protocol. Here's, for example, the Jupyter notebook environment, Pandas, and NumPy. So those are probably familiar to many of you already. So here is this kind of a high-level overview of what our protocol is providing and what's the overall flow. So we are currently connected to 4 different blockchains. There's Ethereum mainnet, Polygon's Binance Smart Chain, and Avalanche. So we are collecting all the raw data of different trading pairs from different decentralized exchanges and DeFi protocols. And we have currently a huge data sets. Over 1.5 million trading pairs data is in our data sets. So we provide this historical data plus also the live data feed to our Oracle network, where basically strategy developers, when they are developing their Python-based strategies, they can backtest their strategies against. They can choose the entire, some data sets or subset of it, and then optimize the strategy based on the backtesting results. And once the strategy is ready, it can be deployed on the protocol after certain quality checks. And every strategy has its own vault smart contract. So with which investors are interacting and depositing their trading capital to the vault smart contract from their personal wallet. And then the strategy, when it's kind of running, the strategy is giving trade executions to the vault smart contract through certain security checks. And then the smart contract is executing trading directly on decentralized exchanges and DeFi services. And it doesn't matter whether it's a spot market or futures contracts or options. We can handle all of it as long as it's available directly on chain. So this is the overall flow. And then whenever the strategy is generating profits, then it can use those profits for further trading, or investors can, of course, withdraw their capital as well. And in terms of the market data, I mentioned that we have huge data sets, and it's probably the largest pool of on-chain market data available today. And you can access that already through our website. And so please go ahead and take a look. You can find the historical backtesting data, which includes a lot of, so basically price, volume, liquidity data. And we have converted all that data into familiar candle format. So it is easy for any traders and analysts and quants to take a look at it. And you can easily use your technical analysis skills and different methods on the familiar candles. And then we have also the real-time API connection for the data feed, and strategies can utilize that for live execution. And when it comes to the strategy development and how to backtest your strategies, we provide the Jupyter Notebook environment for that. So here you can see some screenshots of this notebook environment. For example, here on the left side, you can see how the strategy is defining what are the trading pairs it's using. For example, in this case, Ethereum versus USDC, trading on PancakeSwap. So this is on Binance Smart Chain, and what are the time frames it's using, for example, 4-hour or 1-hour candles, or whatever candle kind of time frames you want to use. But you can also define some other variables here. For example, your backtesting period, starting date, closing date, and your stop loss percentages, and many other elements. And then you define also the strategy logic and the trade decisions in your notebook. And then there's also details about how the backtest is run. And after you have run your strategy backtesting, you will see the overview on every single kind of trade. So you can see when it was buying and selling. You can see it on the price graph, and you can also zoom in to see the individual trades on the price chart. Here you can see, for example, some indicator lines and every single candle, and you can see when the entry and exit happened, or whether it was a stop loss, for example. And our built-in backtesting solution provides lots of information to you. In this example, you can see that what were your strategies returns in that selected time frame, what are, for example, trade winning percentage, the winners and losers, and stop losses, and many other details. But importantly, you can see every single trade here. For example, with color indicators, you can see with green color all the winning trades, and with the red color losing trades. And you can easily analyze them then on the chart, that how did it go, and why did these trades happen a certain way. And of course, you want to see the returns of your strategy. So here you can see the P&L view, that how the green line is representing your profits and losses. And then the red line, how your strategy was performing, or like a basically, or how the buy and hold strategy was performing during your backtesting period. So in this case, you can see that this particular example strategy was performing quite brilliantly compared to the buy and hold. And what type of strategies are you able to execute on the protocol? So I'll give you the near-term view, and of course, in the long term, you can do much more. But currently, we talk about strategies that have, for example, USDC as the base currency. So we wanted to make it very simple and clear to get started with. And we will see that are we going to expand or how are we going to expand the base currency selection there. But you can use single or multiple currency pairs with the portfolio allocations also. And each strategy is currently trading on a single blockchain. So no cross-chain trading currently because of the bridge technologies are not robust enough, at least from our point of view. So we will take a look at the cross-chain trading a little bit later then. But for strategy developers, this is very interesting because they are getting the opportunity for getting the profit share of the strategies that they have developed. And when it comes to the type of strategies and the time frames, so currently we are talking about anything with the 5-minute candles or 15-minute candles and longer time, kind of higher time frames. And so this is not really suitable for high frequency scalping at the moment, or kind of a high frequency arbitrage trading. We are trading, kind of executing all the trades directly on chain. So maybe this kind of high frequency environment is not suitable and available yet, but maybe in the future, a little bit later. But we are talking about day trading, swing trading, position trading, and the typical strategy types are like a trend following, momentum trading, mean reversion, and so on. But you can create any kind of indicators for your strategy based on price action, volume, and liquidity already with the built-in components and the data sets that we provide. But you can also utilize your own imagination to what kind of entry and exit strategies you want to develop. But so there's lots more to tell you about what the trading strategy is and how to bring your Python-based trading algorithms to decentralized markets. So I showed you now one example, which is already up and running, and we are using it today. But if you are interested in algo trading, quant finance, especially if you know Python coding, and you are interested in analyzing the crypto market, so please do visit our website, TradingStrategy.ai. We have plenty of documentation available how to get started, and we are happy to help you in many different ways. So please join our Discord as well, and let's continue the conversation over there. Thank you so much, everyone, and happy to answer any questions you have.